Hey everybody, it's Dr. Will Frankenberger, president of the Midwest Color Guard Circuit, here with just a couple mid-season reminders and some important things to think about. We are already in mid-season, friends. It is remarkable to think all of that work we've been doing is already halfway over, and it has been a great season so far. It's really exciting. I want to remind you, as directors, administratively, a couple important deadlines are coming up for scholarships, yearbooks, things like that. Please, please, please don't miss those. It's really imperative that you get those in on time. We have very little wiggle room on those. And make sure you encourage folks to apply for those scholarships. We have great scholarships that we offer. A lot of people just don't have the information, and so make sure you're sharing that out. I also want to remind you that this upcoming weekend is our Chicago Regional at Lincoln Way East High School. I really hope you're able to come and support our units that participate and just the health of that regional. It's going to be really important for us to make sure we have a strong showing there to keep that regional here. And for those groups that are participating in it, I wish you the very best of luck and skill. I know you're going to do the Midwest Color Guard Circuit so proud. A couple design notes that I just want you to think about as we're in this point in the season. So we're in a halfway point right now in the season, which means we're really at the teeter-totter mark of starting to make some final decisions as we move into the last part of the season. One of the things right now as designers, as technicians, as instructors, you really have to be thinking about is clarity. Clarity, clarity. And what I mean by that are the forms that we make clear? Are the way we transition, is it clear and does it support the continuing motion of the show, or is it stopping and creating some awkwardness? Are the rotations of tosses and release points the same? Is the flag work starting to become clear, right? Is the line of an arm pointed to clarity, clarity, clarity? That's where you need to be spending your time right now. Trying to save that for the last 2 weeks of the season, never going to bode well for you. So really foster in on what we can do to get clarity. That also means this is the point in the season where you need to decide on some watering. If things are still inconsistent, if that phrase is too long, what is putting a small stretch of sustain in there to give the performers a break to then kick back up again? If your quads are inconsistent, make them triples, right? If things are a bit also stale or not moving, add some body, not another rotation. That's a great way to layer things on top of each other that help with our process. But now is the time to start making those decisions. I know that can be hard as an instructor. I know the students might feel a little depleted when that happens, but clarity is going to lead to stronger competition. And so they've got to understand, look, we just don't have consistent quads right now, but a triple where we catch in a different angle can be just as effective as that quad kind of bobbled anyways. So something to think about. This is also the time of the year, if you've not already started to hone it in, to focus on performance. The first video I shared with you is to get your faces up. So hopefully now we're not looking at the floor, but now it's what is your face telling us? What's the story you're telling us? Are your performers committed to that? Could they sit in a circle and explain, here's what I'm doing in my show. Here's the story I'm telling. If they can't do those things, it means their brains are thinking about only the counts and there's no artistry in what we're doing in that. So ask your performers, what's the story you're telling? Ask them to find ways, engage, do ChatGPT searches of how to play with improv or body and theater in ways that we could storytell. Make some of your rehearsals just a movement rehearsal and ask them to mime different things. Get them to start being comfortable with being performative storytellers. The most successful groups that we have, sure, have good skill, but are also so strong in performance, and that's where we want to go. Remember, our team is here to help. If you've got questions about judges and scoring and understanding some of that feedback, I'm happy to step in and serve as a kind of mediator or contact point to provide clarity. Kyle Miller, our judge liaison, is more than happy to do it. We've got great folks on our board that are more than happy to jump on a call to provide you help. I'm also happy to look at videos, provide feedback, or share some thoughts as the interim director of education and what we have here. And so please know we are all here to help you. We are in the final push of the season, friends. The work is showing. The kids look amazing. You are doing some really good work, but now it's time to get from good to great. And we know you can do that. We're here if we need you to help. Thank you so much for everything you do for the Midwest Color Guard Circuit, and we'll talk soon.